Hi, I'm Susan Patang. Welcome back to the Quiet Zone. Today's video lesson is 6 ways to build self-confidence. So the first thing on the list, identify your core beliefs. So a lot of our poor self-esteem and our lack of self-confidence comes from negative core beliefs about ourselves. So think hard and be brutally honest. Write down what you really believe about yourself. Take some time to do this. Do you think you're a failure? Do you think you're an imposter? Do you think you're a bad person? Whatever it might be, write those things down. Okay. We're going to use self-talk and affirmations to deal with those core beliefs in a way that your subconscious won't fight with. And we're going to get into that in a minute. Before that, though, is number 2, identify your value system and also identify what kind of person you want to be. So what do you think is important for human beings to be in life? Should they, for you, would that be honesty? Would it be compassion and kindness, hard work, reliability, creativity? What are the values that you think are important? And based on those values, what kind of person do you want to be? Okay. And I know that seems like it doesn't really have much to do with self-confidence. But then when you're having issues about, well, how should I handle this? How should I feel about this? How should I behave? You can go back to that and say, well, what would the person I want to be do in this situation? So this will give you a sense of confidence about responding to what's going on around you. When our belief system and our value system are not in congruence with our behavior, we get what's called cognitive dissonance, and this is a huge sense of stress. This is a big stressor. So this is something that you can do to give yourself a framework and a foundation, okay, so that way you're confident about knowing exactly what it is that you should be doing, feeling, thinking, saying. Okay. Number 3, monitor your self-talk. So would you talk to the person you love most in the world about the way that you talk to yourself? Do you remember that old joke about would you talk to your mother with that mouth? Same thing, okay? Why are you saying to yourself, you suck, you stink at this, why can't I do anything right? This is terrible. Would you talk to your mom that way? Would you talk to your loved ones that way? Would you talk to your best friend that way? Use the same kindness, love, and encouragement with yourself that you use with the people that you love. Okay, monitor your self-talk, pay attention to it, see how it is that you are speaking to yourself. Okay, number 4, practice using positive affirmations, and this kind of goes hand in hand with the self-talk. Okay, so what I want you to do, though, is to base your affirmation on real concrete events. So let's just say that you identify one of your core beliefs is that you're a selfish, bad person. Okay. You don't treat other people well. Okay. So what's something that you can do about that? Well, you could open up doors for other people, smile at strangers, pick something up that you didn't drop. Okay. Show kindness to somebody. And when you do, you're going to create an affirmation or positive self-talk that you can repeat to yourself. That is, see, I am a good person. Look what I just did. Okay. So now your subconscious can't argue with that. Your affirmation is based on a real life event. And I should mention here that your self-talk and your affirmations, your positive affirmations, can be based on very small things. Like I drove home from the supermarket without getting aggravated at other drivers. I did a really great job on my makeup today. I'm really happy with the way I look. Good for me. Pat on the back, give yourself a round of applause, and do that as often as you possibly can. I'm really proud of the way I set up my LinkedIn account. I'm really happy about the way I put out that report for my boss this morning. He was really happy with it. Pat on the back, round of applause. Good for me. Okay. Be encouraging, be kind, and be loving to yourself. Okay. Takes practice, but you can do it. Number 5, this goes along with everything else, practicing self-care. Okay. Don't rely on other people to take care of you. Okay. as women, we generally tend to be the caretakers. We take care of our partners, we take care of our kids, we take care of the people around us at the office. We are caretakers, but we also have to learn how to take care of us. So what do you need? Ask yourself, what do I need right now? Do I need something as simple as rest or food? Or do I, do I need, do I need to go get into the tub and sit with the candles and shut the door and lock everybody else out? What do you need right now? Make sure you schedule into your day, put it in your calendar and make it an inviolable appointment that you are going to do something that you love doing. Is it reading? Is it crocheting or knitting? Is it drawing? Is it jogging? Is it going to the gym? What are the things? Sitting in the tub with the candles, reading a book, okay? Even if it's only for 15 or 20 minutes, schedule it into your day. You can't afford not to. There's a reason that when you're on the plane and they say, when the masks come down, put yours on first and then you help other people, because you can't take care of other people effectively if you're not taking care of yourself. And make sure that you do for you the things that you would be doing for somebody else, okay? The last thing, number 6, is journaling. And this can be fun, okay? Just get a little notebook, or even if you just make little love notes to yourself every once in a while, like, hey, I did a great job. Here's your positive self-talk and your affirmations, okay? I did a great job on this today. I did a great job with this today. Write them down. And there's a reason, okay? Remember when we were in school and we had to write our spelling words 10 times each? Well, there was the reason for that is that it creates neural pathways in your brain. This is a biological function. It's not just cognitive, okay? So what you're doing is you're reinforcing positive neural pathways in your brain, and writing them down does the same thing. It adds to that. So what I want you to do is just every day jot down. It doesn't have to be a book. It doesn't have to be here's what I did today. Just write down 2 or 3 things. I made it to work without getting mad at another driver. I found a parking spot really close to the door because I chose to look there today. Good for me. Pat on the back, round of applause. Just a couple of little things. Until the next time, I look forward to seeing you. Practice, and if you liked what you heard today, go to my website, www.thequietzonecoaching.com. I have what's called a super lesson power session, and it's called, I know that sounds crazy, How to Handle Conflict Without Stress and Anxiety. Okay, so what you would learn now, if you do these exercises that we just talked about, you're going to develop a better sense of self-esteem and self-confidence. Okay, and you're also going to need to learn the skill set to go along with handling conflict. Okay, you need the 2. So this super lesson power session will teach you that. You get a video lesson just like this one. You will get written materials to go along with it to support, and you'll also get a 45-minute session with me one-on-one. And at the end of that 45 minutes, you will be able to handle conflict with your partner or spouse without getting into an argument. You will be able to diffuse your mother-in-law when she criticizes everything you do. You'll be able to handle your boss or your coworkers when things start getting a little tense. And you'll be able to handle nosy people like Aunt Rosie, who wants to know, well, when are you going to move closer to me? And we all have one. There's always one in every family. You will be able to do all of these things at the end of one 45-minute session, all for $97. Okay, can't beat that. So please go to www.thequietzonecoaching.com, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.